Let's take a look at some free agent signings. This is from FanSided, the 20 best value signings in free agency so far. Number 1, they say, is Russell Wilson of the Steelers. Number 2, wide receiver Marquise Brown went to the Chiefs. And number 3, the Browns. Maurice Hurst, defensive tackle, one of a number that are in the top 20 for the Browns. Number 7, defensive tackle Quentin Jefferson. Number 13, another one of those defensive tackles that Andrew Berry signed, Shelby Harris. And number 19, edge rusher Za'Darius Smith, also back with the Browns. So 4 of the top 20 belong to the Browns. Let's welcome in Fred Greetham, senior analyst for the Orange and Brown Report. Fred, I kind of agree with it. The signings weren't real splashy, but they were impactful, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it has been kind of a non-spectacular offseason, and we're so used to firing coaches and getting new players and all the drama. This has become a stable franchise, dare I say, and there's not a lot of drama, not a lot of big surprises. I mean, a lot of it, they maintained the number 1 defense, at least statistically, by bringing them back. And the only 2 starters as of right now, I think on the whole, both sides of the ball, are the 2 linebackers, Anthony Walker and Sion Takitaki. And I think they upgraded at least one of those positions. And the defensive line, Jim Schwartz talked about, it's the engine, makes the defense go. And if it's not broke, why fix it? I think there's more tread on the tire for Za'Darius Smith. I thought he played well. I think he can play even better and expect him to do. I think that was the key re-signing on the defense. But then Shelby Harris and Maurice Hurst, those were all moves that I asked them to make or thought would be prudent to make if they couldn't get a splash defensive tackle like a Christian Wilkins. I mean, when you got a guy like Harris who graded just about as good as some of those guys that were getting the big money, I mean, it can't help but be a win. And Maurice Hurst was a value signing last year, and he's a good player. It's just been he's had trouble staying on the field. And last year, unfortunately, when he got hurt again. So if he can stay on the field, they really have a strong interior to add those 3 to Dalvin Tomlinson. And so we didn't even see last year's top pick on the defense, Siaki Ika, because he couldn't get on the field because of the rotation. So I like what they've done, and it's been a kind of the mark of a steady franchise is not going out and fixing all your problems, by overpaying free agents. As we saw in the past with the Browns, many times they were drafting a guy in the 3rd, 4th round, expecting him to start. This year, you go into the draft, you really can make a case they can go anywhere because they have starters all around. They just need depth and young guys to come in and develop them.